Try to think about something that was bothering you 5 years ago. Hard to do? Why is that? The reason that it's hard to think about things that were bothering you 5 years ago is because they probably don't bother you anymore. Everything worked out for the best. Life continued on, and all is good. That's a really important lesson for us to kind of go through our life with, that even when we get stuck in the moment and we think that this is never going to end, just remember, it's all going to work out. You're going to come out a winner. Everything is going to be just fine. I heard a story recently from Dr. Tversky, a famous psychiatrist in the Pittsburgh area. He said that he was talking to one of his clients who was in addiction recovery, and she went through all of the struggles throughout her life, the challenges that she underwent, struggling with this and fighting this addiction every day of her life. She also told him that there was one instance, one story that came out that really framed the rest of her life and helped her in her recovery. She said that she was a very, very dedicated Jets fan. And every Sunday, no matter what, she was in front of the television watching the New York Jets play their opponent. One Sunday, she said, she wasn't able to make it. She was out of town or whatever the reason was, and she wasn't able to watch the Jets play live. So she asked her friend, can you please, whatever you do, please record the Jets game for me? So her friend said, okay, sure, why not? So when she came back, when this addict came back to town, she picked up the tape from her friend, and her friend gave it back to her and said, by the way, the Jets won the game. So she took back the tape, and being the very strong Jets fan that she was, she got home and she still watched it. And as she was watching the game went terribly. At halftime, the Jets were down by 20, and she told Dr. Tversky that ordinarily, with the Jets playing so poorly, she would have been on the edge of her seat, she would have been biting her nails, she would have been going to the refrigerator to get some food to quench her anxiety that she was facing, but today was different. Today she didn't suffer any of those anxious feelings. Why? Because she knew that the Jets were going to win. She knew that everything was going to be okay. And that's something that helped her the rest of her life, and really something that can help the rest of us in our lives. Just realize that there's really no reason to fear. When a challenge presents itself to us in life, there's no reason to bite our nails, to get all sorts of anxious feelings. We just have to know, at least in the back burner, that God is in charge of everything and that everything is going to work out okay. In the end of the day and in the end of the game of life, you're going to come out the victor.